Yep. It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. DJ. Oh, no. Wrong one. Wrong show. Sorry.
Okay.
We are back. Skip is running late. This is Atlanta Carcast, season 5, episode numero 8. How you say 8 in Spanish? I know you know. You know
Ocho.
everything. Is that ocho? Okay.
No,
Episode
cinco.
ocho.
Ocho.
Okay, cool. We back. Season 5, episode 8. I go by the name of Mr. Skip is running late. He'll be here shortly. Above there is Miss TJ, www.tiajakes.com to get your everything needs handled, consultation, whatever. Phone's been off the hook, off the chain, getting booked and busy. Last but certainly not least, Nighthawk with the T, aka Night Hizzle with the Tizzle, representing Built to Inspire Tour Services. Now, if you have family reunions coming up and you got some special stuff going on, let me tell you about this company. He will get you there. You know, all y'all want to do is drink and you don't want to be stuck in traffic. You know, they will shuttle your family for family reunions. You want to take a little party trip out of town to Miami or down to the coast of South Kakalaki, Carolina. He
To
will
the
get you there.
casino. Look, I said casino.
No
Like
run.
the paint.
Hey, y'all, load them up. He'll get you there. So yeah, check them out. Built to Inspire Tour Services. We're in the building. People, how is your mental health? How we doing? How was your week?
You go first, Nighthawk.
It's doing all right, but I'm trying to stay in the house because it's pollen. My allergies get to messing up real bad, so I'm trying to stay away. But other than that, it's going pretty good.
You back from the Margaritaville trip and
for right now.
Back like you know what I'm saying?
I'm temporarily back for right now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How about you, mister?
Same old. Pollen season is among us. It gets real deep here in Georgia in April.
Yeah,
it gets right now.
Yeah, so it's kind of just starting now. So if you got allergies or whatever, I remember when my mother was living, she came down to Georgia, and I told her not to touch anything, and then she went down to Bannister. And when I told her, I said, don't touch nothing. She went down to Bannister. She said, what you talking about? I said, okay, now you touch the Bannister, so don't rub your face. She was like, what? And then she rubbed all the pollen on her face, and her face almost exploded. So wow. Pollen is real down here in Georgia. And when I first moved here, I didn't understand it. I didn't know what it was, why my car was green. It was the weirdest thing. I would hurry up and rub it off, and I would come back and the stuff. I had never heard of pollen before moving here.
I hate to even go to car shows because by the time you get there, the car is messed up.
Right.
Yeah. It's terrible. So anyway, mental health is good here, feeling good. Great conversation last night on Open Conversations podcast here on Atlanta Cast Network. If you have not seen that, check it out. It was a great conversation with an exonerated inmate. Good stuff going on. Other than that, yeah, that's it. So we got a good one for you tonight.
Hold on. You forgot about me?
Yep.
Oh, I thought you didn't want to go. Sorry.
Wow. So let's back up. The week went really fast. I can't believe it's Thursday.
I might as well just pre-record your shit at this point. This is ridiculous.
I'm really happy to be here. I'm really happy to be here.
Mm-hmm.
For real, like I'm really happy to be here. I'm really happy to be here.
Yeah.
This past weekend, we had the opportunity to go to King of Diamond for whips and paint. ATL Step also had a car show there. It was a really great event. I got to paint a little bit, broadcast live a little bit. There were dancing ladies, and it was really fun. So I encourage you all to come back next month on 420. There'll be another whips and paint event. It will be 420 friendly. We'll have more information about that later. But yeah, it was a good weekend. The weather was phenomenal on Saturday. I can't wait until spring breaks completely and we get some warmth. This up and down is kind of crazy. My nose is running today. Pollen is bad. And yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to King of Diamonds. Shout out to King of Diamonds. Last week we were out of town, connection issues and all that, so we're back in our normal situation. So hopefully this week goes a lot better. But we've been in Alabama, Florida, on the road, yada yada yada, putting miles on the vehicle.
Hey,
yeah.
hey.
Right.
Smash in the building. Hey, Lady Icon, Skullkeeper. Always good to see y'all.
For sure. All right. And last but certainly not least, we got Mr. Skip is now in the building. How was your mental health and how was your week, sir?
My mental health is fine. My week, man, it was like Miss CJ said, it went by so fast. But no, I've had a uneventful week, just doing what we do. I'll talk about a little event we had this past weekend, I guess a little later in the show. But nice turnout. Everything was good. Again, no drama. Family's healthy. We all here, so yeah.
You can go ahead and talk about it. I kind of talked about it, but you can go ahead.
Okay, we did the sip and paint at the King of Diamonds, which is a strip club, as you all know. And simultaneously, they had a car show going on. Their ATL Step put on a car show. And it actually worked out because it was car scene / car show. And then we got everybody to come inside and participate. We had comedians there. A young lady called Grady Baby, and the older white gentleman.
Tom.
I'm sorry.
Tom.
Yeah, Tom. Older white gentleman. Tom. I can't think of his last name, but
Tom.
they were actually funny. They were actually very, very funny. And the Grady Baby girl tried to join me, Mark.
Yeah, he did.
I got her, and she got off the stage so quick. You're a comedian. I get it, but I'm kind of comedic too. But anyway, everything was good, man. They picked at me. They got me. The whole club, strippers and all. I ain't never did sip and paint. So I'm taking the brown. Now it's dark. They had how to dim the lights in the strip club. So I get the brown and I start painting my man's face, but it looked black. So I'm painting lines that I'm not supposed to paint, but I ain't never did sip and paint. Marquise walked by the microphone. That shit ain't this hell up, and everybody in the club came over and looked at the thing.
Listen, first of all, when he started with that color, me and Michelle both was like, wow, that's an awfully dark brown. Because we took our brown and mixed it with white and made our brown a little lighter. Because, we learned that in like 1st, 2nd, 3rd grade.
Don't nobody remember that shit.
I've never done a sip and paint. So I'm thinking,
you never painted in school?
I've never done sip and paint. I didn't know to mix them to make them lighter. You're not going to make me know.
No, hold on. So in school, you never took an art class?
No.
Never?
I was an athlete.
In elementary school?
I took wood shop.
In 3rd grade.
Basketball. I
took wood shop in 3rd grade.
Everything athletic. I took home ec. That was the closest thing I took to art.
Let us get the paint is when you put the paint on your hand and put it on a piece of paper like that.
You never took art in school?
He made the turkeys when it was Thanksgiving.
No, I don't remember doing that.
Right.
Nighthawk, you never took art in school. Mister, you never took art in school.
I did take art. I took art middle school and high school.
So,
but I could draw though.
You never learned how to mix colors? I'm talking to them too.
I do.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll give you a pass.
I may have taken it in my pre-middle school, high school days, but
What's up, Tiny?
Anyway, they was picking at me, Mark, and it was so many of them I couldn't join everybody. I had a microphone, but I couldn't get everybody, so
first of all, the guy was so dark. We was like, "Well, wow, Skip."
Little mama, Michelle, bring me that sip and paint thing, please. I'm in the show, man. Y'all done got me. I might as well show Mark and TJ. Mark and
wow. Did you finish?
I brought it home. I was like, I'm gonna keep this because this was one time where it was so many people getting me. I gotta take it like I give it.
Oh my God.
No, I didn't finish the rest of it because I was hosting. I was gonna paint, the hat and all that. But I was thinking, you know how they have the lines in the face? I was thinking to go around it, but the color was so close to the black lines that it just looked like. Go ahead, get your laugh on.
Come on now, dog.
You say,
I don't even know. Is that Rosa Parks? Who is that?
No, it's a man. First of all,
it's a man. That is not a man.
Yes, it is.
That's his mustache.
I thought it was a woman.
It is. Look at his mustache.
That look like Medea.
But again, I only did the problem because
it's like a voodoo picture.
Touch the dog when he hurt you at.
You tried. Yeah. You tried. So but for those that missed the event,
anyway, I showed it to y'all. Y'all get it too. I'll take that.
So now everybody has the opportunity to compete with Skip on the next event in April.
Oh no!
So
on the next event, I'm going all out. I'm gonna sit down and
do
like they did, take my time and peck, and you Miss TJ act like a goddamn Picasso over there with her shit.
Art is subjective. That is correct. You did a great job.
Subjective. Art is very subjective.
Yeah,
One thumbs up.
Whatever. Leave me alone. I don't care. Nah,
you did paint in the lines. Now you did. You painted all in that black. His black was all in the black lines. It was.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You just go ahead,
Right.
TJ. Go ahead. Get it all out. Get it all out.
I'm good. I got nothing for you.
Hers didn't look that hot. If that makes you feel any better, it didn't.
I
It
saw
was
it. Whatever. I was there. I saw it.
It was all right.
And but
the
event itself, guys, ladies and gentlemen in the chat, the sip and paint thing, regardless of where we had it, even in the strip club, the venue is amazing. We had plenty of room. Oh shit, I'm froze.
No, you're not.
No, you ain't.
Oh, I'm frozen on my screen. But anyway, y'all, when we do this again, we're gonna do it again. Y'all gotta come. Y'all got to come check that thing out. We had so much fun. It was great. It was truly great. Mm-hmm. So yeah, shout out to Marquise. And I know you're in recovery. I hope you're watching, but get better soon so we can get back on the grind.
Yes, 420 is the next one.
Wait a minute, Hawk is getting rebuilt.
You didn't know?
I didn't know that. He don't call me like he used to. He don't like me no more. You gotta call me, Mr. Hawk Smash. You gotta call me.
So Skip.
Anyway, we got a good one for y'all tonight. We got a couple topics we're gonna
hold on.
The streets are talking. Did you get your one back from Marquise last week?
You know damn well I did. She went to running.
I missed it. What happened? Was it before?
No, it was you were sitting. No, matter of fact, you may have been walking around or whatever. But as soon as I got the mic, she started walking off. I was like, "No, come on back. Let me talk about your little pea brain head ass." And everybody turned around like, "Who I'm talking about?" I'm talking about her. You gonna leave our sister alone? I was like, "Yeah, your sister think too hard. She get a headache."
Wow.
But yeah, they left me alone after that
because
I was ready to go. Yeah. My screen is frozen. I'm sorry, y'all.
You're fine. We see you. Just keep talking. You could have just kept talking. Go ahead with your topic, sir.
Okay, I've been trying to keep the show going. Y'all keep fucking adding more stuff to talk about. You know, you're gonna get it all out. Get it all out.
I don't have nothing else except that
you ain't got nothing else.
Skip's picture was even uglier in person. It was, and we told him when he was when he was painting it, we was like, that mug is black as hell, Skip. Like, don't nobody really look like that in real life. Don't you want to lighten it up a little bit? And he was like, this the brown, it's the brown. We was like,
he went in there and fucked that lady picture up.
Dark brown, but it matched his complexion.
Interesting. Anywho, we got a couple topics for y'all today. Feel free to put your thoughts into the comments, but we're going to talk about a couple things. First up is the Apple car. Have you heard of it in the chat? Have you not heard of it in the chat? Who has heard of the Apple car? So topic one is the Apple Car, aka they were calling it Project Titan in its early stages. They're saying it is dead as an iPod. So we're gonna have Miss TJ do a little bit of reading because we can't read like she read. So she's gonna do a bit of reading for us. Take it away, Jack.
Go back up, please.
Oh, I gotta go back up. Okay.
The Apple Car and Project Titan is dead. After a decade of top secret development, Apple scraps its EV in favor of AI. Scroll, scroll, scroll. For roughly a decade, the entire automotive industry has been left questioning and speculating about the so-called Apple Car. On the surface, it didn't seem to make much sense that a tech company, most well known for its smartphones and sleek computers, would venture into the automotive business. Regardless, Apple saw the opportunity to expand its ecosystem to electric vehicles and invested significant resources to make it happen. Now it looks like Apple is throwing in the towel. According to a report from Bloomberg via The Verge, Apple COO Jeff Williams and VP Kevin Lynch sent out a message to 2,000 employees that were part of the Special Projects Group, aka the Apple Car team, that they would be shifted to the company's AI department. This effectively means the end of Apple Car, or Project Titan, as it was called internally. Any hardware engineers and designers might be shifted to other Apple departments as well, but it's likely a wave of layoffs are coming. So,
wow.
I never really thought they were going to make this car personally.
Right.
Wait, you didn't believe it?
No, I didn't. It was taking too long.
I think Tesla beat them to it.
Yep.
Who?
Tesla.
I think they could have pulled it off. And I just think they don't want to now with all this fucking AI shit, and which could be a fad. I think they still could pull it off.
You think the AI is a fad?
With the way they're hyping it up right now.
That's because you don't use it. If you used it, you would see it's not a fad.
It's going to be a normal thing in a minute. You're not going to need a team for it. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be pre-built into everything.
That's not true. I mean, companies are looking for talent for AI specifically. I forgot what it's called. It's called soft. I forgot the term, but I don't think that it's going to go the way that you think it's going to go.
I think they're monetizing it right now because it's hot and it's new, but going forward in the future, it's just going to be just standard shit. Everybody's going to just have it.
Everybody's going to just have what?
Have to pay for that. You shouldn't have to pay for that.
You don't pay for it now. There's all kinds of AI that you don't have to pay for.
They're trying to make money off that shit for sure. If you want the good AI, you got to spend that money.
It depends on what you're using it for. Again, you don't use it, so you wouldn't know.
You always tell me what I don't do or what I don't use.
Dude, all right, I'll be quiet.
Anyway, all of y'all are Apple heads. What do y'all think about the Apple Car? I guess you don't care.
I think one of the reasons that they scrapped it or canceled it or stopped doing it was because they couldn't do anything that hasn't already been done with the technology. You know how when Tesla came out, it was just the big touch screen, the big huge screen, what everybody liked. There's nothing that Apple can do to a car that's not already out there, if that makes sense. Cadillac had the screen all the way across, the 55-inch screen. The heated seats, the vented seats, the speakers in the headrests, the automatic connect technology. Of course they got Siri, but you got that on your phone anyway. So what could the car be different than everybody else's car?
Right.
So I think that's one of probably the driving factors to make them say we're not going to do it because all we'll be doing is copying or cloning.
Right.
So, well, I mean, with the death of Steve Jobs, they really ain't been super innovative.
I don't think Steve Jobs would have went into the car part of it. I think he would have handed that off to somebody else.
Think so?
Yeah, because you think about it. Every time before he passed, every new phone Every new Apple iPhone was something that no other iPhone had.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I think that was like his main focus. Just my opinion, but the phones now are pretty much piggybacking and copycatting.
There you go. I would have liked to at least seen it, you know, come to fruition to some degree. So maybe they'll change their mind. All right, next up, we're gonna talk about the y'all whack ass Dodge folks out there.
What's your smile about? He's all smiling. Why you smiling like that?
So the new Dodge Charger. What happened to the Challenger? In the chat, tell us what happened to y'all little priceless Challenger.
It's ugly. That body style is ugly.
Damn.
You think about it. The back seat is not. It's for 3-year-olds. It's for baby seats.
Right.
So it's not functional. I rented one. Me and my wife rented one just to say I want to drive one. We drove a mile away from the rental place, turned around, went back, and got a van instead. That's all they had. We traded it back in and got a van.
Wait, you were able to rent a Challenger?
Yeah. You can budget.
You rented one before. You rented one before, mister.
No, it's all.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I did have a Challenger. That's right.
No, it wasn't SRT or nothing like that. I don't care about all that power shit. I done did all that. But it was just a challenge just to say, well, you know, let me see how they feel. It's uncomfortable. A tall person, my head was in the roof, and I had to like scoot down a little bit to see. And no, it's just not functional.
That's why I had to go back to a Charger.
So you guys really don't like. So you have a Dodge car club, Nighthawk, and y'all don't like the Challenger?
I had a Challenger, but you know it's not
for a Charger.
So
you just prefer a Charger versus a Challenger?
Yeah.
Interesting. I never knew that.
It's more
So now with the Charger coming out with 2-door and 4-door, what will be your preference going forward?
4-door.
You gotta have a 4-door.
Yeah.
But the original.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The original only had 2 doors.
Yeah, but it was the original. It was the first. You know, and back then we used to have the seats fold up. We didn't mind climbing in the back seat because there was room back there. Right. You know, like the Camaro, the Challenger, the trunks are not functional. You open them up, you put one suitcase in there, that's it. You can't fit nothing else in there because they just took most of the space away because of the way the body's shaped now. So the Challenger especially, nothing is functional with that car. The back seat is non-existent. So
interesting. All right, so before we go any further, y'all want to talk about this ship? Is that kind of like a car?
No, it's not. But there were cars on the bridge. There were cars on the bridge.
Everybody talking about P. Diddy and his damn ship. So you know, everybody. I'm a conspiracy theorist and I have my views, but y'all take it away first. What happened with this damn ship?
I saw on social media, I think it might have been TikTok or Instagram, a white guy said that the port side is the left side. No, port side is the right side. Starboard is the left. He was doing a reenactment of the ship hitting the column that caused the chain reaction for the bridge to fall. And he said that they put the anchor down on the left side of the ship, which would have caused the ship to veer left. But the ship veered hard right. So you can call me a conspiracy theorist all you want, but the video shows the anchor on the left side of the ship going down, and all of a sudden it veered hard right into the column. He said that if it had to hit the other column, it wouldn't have brought the whole bridge down. But that was the weak link that caused the daisy chain or whatever. It made sense what he was saying if he had been an engineer. But, you know, by us not knowing, I'm just listening. I'm like, okay, conspiracy theories. All right, I hear it. That'll be something to talk about. But they said
so
that.
Do you smell a rat?
No, I don't. It don't matter. It don't matter to me either way. But they said that at the time when the ship hit the pole, there was no cars on the bridge. I mean, no people, I'm sorry. And 6 vehicles some kind of way. The people that fell off the bridge were people that, the people that they can't find were working.
Yeah,
Right.
construction workers.
Allegedly.
Imagine that busy ass bridge. At the time the ship hits, no cars are going across.
They say he had enough time to notify them that it was having problems, so they stopped.
They did a mayday.
Yeah.
They did a mayday.
Okay.
And they stopped people from going across the bridge, but there were already cars on the bridge. So apparently a few cars did fall in. But they were rescued. They were rescued, allegedly.
Gotcha. But one of the other conspiracy theories I read or I heard was that this port now is closed. It's going to be closed because that was the driveway, archway, whatever it is to get everything in the port. And there's no other way around for these ships to go. So they're going to be at sea or have to go off to another thing. And that's going to stunt something or cause some economic fallout in that area for the next year or so. Which
major.
Yeah, but again, if they can dock somewhere else, because since that's the channel where they got to go to dock, those ships can offload onto barges and it still can get to where it needs to get. It's just another way around. And she's calling me that.
I think the issue was the debris. Yeah. So it's not that they can't go through the port because of the bridge. It's just the debris from the fallen structure into the water that causes the boats not to be able to go through that channel. However, they did say that port was the largest port of automotive parts. Yeah. So they ship roughly, 750,000 automobiles and parts through that port annually. So that's interesting. It's really interesting.
It's going to affect a lot of stuff. If gas shoot up, I would not be shocked.
Right.
It already went up an additional 10 cents. I don't know if where you guys live, but it was $3.39 regular prior to this ship, and it's $3.49 today. So that's just regular. I didn't look at the premium gas. So
things that make you say is all I can say. It's very mysterious. And it was also, to me, it was mysterious that y'all president jumped out there and immediately said he was going to cover the cost. I thought that was very strange.
I mean, it's a disaster. Why wouldn't he?
This company is from another country. We don't make nobody pay for shit. But Americans, the only people pay for we got to pay for everything. If we from another country, we get a free ride. You done knock down a whole goddamn bridge, and we gonna foot, and our taxpayers gonna foot the bill for this.
You don't think that the ship owner is not gonna, they're not gonna sue the ship owner, the city?
Don't sound like it. That's not what your president said.
Would you say, Skip?
Why they get insurance? Those ships have to have insurance just like airplanes and everything else. So sue me. That's what the insurance is, the buffer. I mean,
facts.
So
Mr. Edwards, I saw the conspiracies about the explosions, and I'm still looking at those videos. That stuff has just surfaced within the past couple of days, where the tops of the bridges, that the parts, you can see something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
The guy talked about it, but what those are the beacon lights for planes and helicopters. Those flashing things that everybody was saying was a bomb. Even before the ship hit the pole, you could still see them flashing. And he pointed that out. He was like, those are not explosions. Those are those things that can be seen from miles away for helicopters and everything else that will be going.
Don't run into the bridge. Yeah.
Right. So, he debunked that one real quick.
And the people apparently that are on the ship are still on the fucking ship.
Yeah, they ain't letting nobody off that ship. Investigations are going on.
They did get the black box, though. They got the black box off, so we'll know. They said by next Wednesday what the cause of the power outage and all that was.
You remember, not to get off subject, but you remember when COVID hit and it was on the cruise ship? Them people stayed on that cruise ship for what, 45 days?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was nobody off that cruise ship. So just the same thing gonna happen here. Until they get some definitive answers, them people ain't getting off that ship.
It was only 22 people. So, I mean, and they had planned to be on there for a while anyway, going back to
like
China.
45 days, I think.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. Very tragic.
How long does it take to go to China via boat?
On the ship, probably a couple of months.
So
they don't move like 15, 20 miles an hour.
They planned on being there for a while anyway. So
they used to it.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then the other part is, I just feel like everything is a conspiracy, a distraction. Like how they did that poor mayor. Like I feel so sorry for this man. Why they do him like that?
Who?
The mayor of Baltimore.
They called him the DEI mayor.
Like the token black mayor.
I did hear that. What's the DEI? They said what it stood
for. Diversity, equity, and inclusion. And it said this is y'all's DEI mayor. Like in other words, this y'all nigga mayor. Look at this nigga. Look at this nigga.
We done gave y'all a president now, so we're gonna give you one thing a year. Leave us alone.
But interestingly enough, he ain't backing down. Like he been on CNN and all these other shows, still with a hoodie on. That part I kind of disagree with. Like, bro, come on now.
Well, one of my mantras is I'm gonna be myself regardless of where I'm at. So if that helped him get elected and they knew who he was, don't stop now because people are talking about it.
What does he sound like though? I mean, because like what he sounds like
very educated.
And how he looks are two very distinctly different things. Like I think that we should stop
stereotyping
and stop putting assignments on what people look like. I think that's where we don't give people their, what am I trying to say? I don't like the stereotype. I don't like the stereotyping of black men. So,
and you're right. Him doing that could be dispelling the stereotype.
Yeah,
wearing the hoodie and all that. I'm gonna dispel it. So
my son is a young black man who speaks really well. But if you saw him, he looks like everybody else. He's got dreadlocks. He dresses like everybody else, and then he opens his mouth, and people are taken aback with how articulate he is, and it's kind of insulting. Like it's really insulting to hear people say to him, you speak so well, and it's like, well, how's he supposed to sound?
I'm on both sides of it.
Sound like you look.
Right. I'm on both sides of it. On one side, I agree with the people critiquing how he looks. On the other side, if you got to call in the middle of the night and it's about your city, and you got a Baltimore hoodie, throw it on. And you got to do the press conference, boom, boom, boom. But like the next day or 3 days later, come on, bro.
Maybe
throw the suit back on.
But again, if he's dispelling the stereotype because he has the stature he has, then you're just falling in line with the rest of the people by still putting that stereotype on. Okay, now the hoodie thing is over with. Put your suit on. Do the pomp and circumstance, and I don't agree with that. Because
dress for the job you want, dress for the job you want, not the job you have. But you want him to wear hoodies because he wears hoodies?
He's only 39 years old.
I want him to be comfortable because he still has to do a job. The clothes are not going to change the job he has to do.
Right.
I disagree.
Just like we were just talking about Tia's son. You speak so well. Well, because people with dreadlocks are ostracized and made to be these gangsters and hoodlums. Everybody with dreadlocks has to be a certain way.
Right.
So it's the same thing if you think about it.
There's a time and place for everything. When the Twin Towers went down for 9/11 and the president of the United States would have came with a United States fucking hoodie on, it would have been an uproar.
Well, at the time when the president was there, he was sitting in the classroom with a suit on with students when the Twin Towers got hit.
I get you, but when he went to address the media, there's a certain way you look as a politician, and that wasn't it.
His sweatshirt did say, his sweatshirt did say from Baltimore with love.
Get somebody else to do it.
I understand what you're saying, but again, if you pay, we're paying attention to the wrong stuff. What he's saying, what he's preaching, or what he's trying to do should be all we're concentrating on. But we're focusing on everything but that, and that's the problem.
I don't get it. Anyway, but and I don't have a problem with like his physical attributes, like his hair. I'm totally for not, judging people by their hairstyles and stuff like that. Because I've been in positions where I've seen white people tell people, if you want to advance in XYZ company, okay, you got to cut your dreads, you got to change your hair. I'm totally I'm not for that. Like, so how his hair looks and all that, that's okay. But the hoodie, like the day of, the night of, okay, I get it. But the next day, whatever. I don't get it.
He didn't even have the hoodie on the night of. He had the hoodie on during the press conference. He had a jacket on the night of. He had a hoodie on during the press conference. No, if you look at the pictures, he's got like a sports jacket, kind of like a varsity jacket on.
Yes, he did have a varsity jacket on.
Right. And then during the press conference, he had the Baltimore sweatshirt on.
Correct. So, you are right.
Let me ask this. Now, hypothetically speaking, because I don't know, I didn't see any of it, so I'm assuming here. If the press conference was one where let me go speak to the people and then let me go put boots on the ground. Let me put a hoodie on because in this suit I'm gonna get sweaty. I may get dirty or whatever, and my suits are quote unquote $1,000 suits, what have you. Let me go ahead and put a hoodie and jeans on. So the working man attire, so to speak. Could that have been the issue at the press conference with him with a hoodie on? You get what I'm saying? Like as soon as I leave here, I'm going to ground zero.
It was cold.
It's unacceptable. You the fucking mayor of a major metropolitan city. It's unacceptable.
He has a lot of hair, Hulk. His hair is similar to Mister's hair, just not as tall.
Can't do it. You just can't do it. The governor got the jacket. The jacket say governor and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I get if you just woke up in the middle of the night, you just threw some shit on. But that's his style. And that ain't going to play with the larger demographic of the United States. It's just not going to fly.
He's 39.
He's the mayor of Baltimore. He's not the mayor of the United States.
Mm-hmm.
And he's 39.
Right, but you say it ain't gonna play with the United States. It don't matter about the United States. It matters about.
If the mayor of Atlanta did that, you think they wouldn't have dragged his ass too?
And would he have been impeached? No. It's just not a topic of conversation like it is now. As long as you're doing your job, Mark, you can come there in a bikini. In my opinion, and that's a little extreme. But what I'm saying is, the clothing shouldn't matter if you're doing the job you're paid to do.
Yeah. You don't want to. I just feel like you don't want to just give people some shit to talk about. That's just dumb to me. Anyway,
but they'll make up something anyway.
That part.
Anyway, moving on. What's going on with Genesis, ladies and gentlemen? People in the chat. What is Genesis making a move? Is Genesis the new Lexus, Infinity, Cadillac of luxury? I've been seeing a lot of heat out there as far as Genesis. What do you thought?
They're the new Toyotas and Nissans. And what I mean by that is when Cadillac had the little small CTV and Lexus had the GS350 and all of that, you came along with the Hyundai Elantra and all those, the same luxury, cheaper car. Now, some of the Genesis cost just as much as the big body Lexus and Infinity, but they're more affordable. That's my point. They're not replacing them. They're just a cheaper, more affordable version.
So you think that the car that Sun Envy had was more affordable?
No, I said they have the big dollar ones, but you look at the what's the Genesis, the Genesis Coupe, the one before the one Sun Envy has. Those cars were like 35, 40 grand, and they were the flagship before the one that she had, the G80 or whatever it is. So everybody was having those. I'm like, that car can't be that expensive. But I read up all the stuff on them. I'm like, but it's loaded. And then they came out with the big boy like what she has. So I just think they're more affordable knockoffs, if you will. Lexus is Toyota. They're not going nowhere. Infinity is Volkswagen, I believe.
I think so.
No, yes. Infinity is Nissan. They're Nissan. So they're not going nowhere. Those are mainstays like Chevrolet and Ford. Genesis is the one that got to stick and stay. You get what I'm saying? So they're just flooding the market with stuff.
You think you really can say in this day and age that somebody is not going anywhere when you've seen people that you didn't think were going anywhere and they went somewhere?
Obama bailed Chevy and Ford out so they wouldn't fail, remember? When he was in office, he gave them all that money. They mainstays. They're not going nowhere. And Nissan and Toyota are not American companies. They're not going nowhere. Think about that.
Nighthawk.
I've seen a lot of Genesis. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Nighthawk.
I've seen a lot of them. They nice though. They nice.
Very nice.
I'm starting to see a lot of them too. What you were gonna say, Tia?
I was gonna say that I have a friend who has the Genesis GV80.
The SUV.
Yes, and she's ready to get rid of it because the Kia boys almost got her.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is
it's that easy to steal like the Kias.
Yes, this is the second time. She was in a. She said it was broad daylight. She was in a public shopping plaza, and the Kia boys got 4 Kias. They almost got hers, but then they ran out of time. They were in a van. 2 popped out. Popped one. It was all on camera. 2 popped out. Got another one. 2 popped out. Got another one. 2 popped out. Tried to get her car. It was taking too much time, and they jumped back in the van and left.
Like, really, what is Kia doing about this though? Like, they just letting this shit ride.
And that's what I'm talking about the sticking stage, the main stage. Let this have happened to Chevy. Man, they'd have had recalls out the ass, changing ignitions, changing something to prevent that. And this is why I say, and no knock on Genesis, because like y'all said, they're everywhere. They are the ones that got to prove that they're going to be here for the long haul. And in order to do that, you got to address this shit.
And she let me tell you, when she got it, she called me because all my female friends call me with their car, tell me about their car. She's like, I got a car, sis. I love it. It's got this, it's got that. She's like, I don't even need side view mirrors. When you turn, it comes up on the screen. And she was telling me about all the amenities. And she's like, I need you to help me. I don't know how to use all this stuff, right? Then she called me back and said, it's gotta go. I'm like, why? She's like, the Kia boys
to get me.
The Kia boys keep trying to get me. And I'm like, it's not even a Kia. She's like, yeah, but obviously they're
on the same platform.
Right.
So hold on. What are all the brands? It's Kia. Is it not Hyundai?
It's Hyundai. Hyundai, yeah.
Hyundai, Genesis, and is that it?
The ones that are easily in Honda and the actual Hondas were the most stolen car period for the longest time. And I guess they figured out how these Genesis and Hyundais work, and they say it's even easier than what it was to steal a Honda.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
But it seems like with all of these techies they have, all of these amenities they have in these vehicles, how haven't y'all say, you know what, we're just going to do what Chevrolet do. Chevrolets are not being stolen like this. Dodges are not being stolen like this. So let's just use the same ignition system they use and make it to where they at least got to work to get it. I'm not saying it won't be stolen anyway, but it's so simple now that they can steal out your driveway by the time you get outside, it's gone.
Right. We know that
it's bad.
Genesis, but the Kia boys got 4 Kias the same day they were attempting to get her Genesis. So it's the second time that someone has attempted to steal her car. So she's concerned that she's driving in a vehicle that these young kids are just taking. They're taking them, and they're not having a hard time doing it. And it was quick. She's like, the cops got the whole thing on video because it was in a shopping plaza in broad daylight.
Right. And what's also happening is you're stuck with the bill, or your insurance got to pay for it. Even if they don't get your car, they still busting your windows. They still doing damage. They're wasting time.
Right.
Theme cars are us. What do you mean? No. What were you saying? No to me for? What did I say or do?
Oh, that they're not getting stolen.
So what? What are you talking about? Dodge Hellcat and Scat Pack.
Are they not stolen with the same frequency?
They're getting stolen a lot too. They have these things now that can mimic the key. They'll come close to your door and it'll get that signal, and then somebody can be not far away. They can crank the car and drive off with it.
Right.
But it's not as easy as what these Genesis and these Hyundais are being stolen.
Oh, it's a lot easier for those. I mean, they just popping it out, going bloop, and it's over. It's literally that simple.
I saw
For sure.
I saw on Facebook a guy pulled up to the gas pump, broad daylight, with his Hellcat, turned it off, got out, was at the gas pump, and the dude walked up to him and threw a sheet over his head, pushed him down. Another guy jumped in it, and while he felt the keys were so close, he cracked the car and drove off while the guy was still trying to struggle to get out the sheet.
And what are you going to do when the car stops? Like, after the car stops, you can't drive it. So what do they do?
Once you turn it off, you can't bring it back.
You're gonna ride as long as it's on.
Yeah, but hey, you got chop shops and people. You get them. Get me the car here. I'll pay you. There you go.
Wow.
Anyway, guys right now that's got a Hellcat engine on Facebook Marketplace for $7,500, engine and transmission, and the computer ready to go for $7,500. I'm like, a fool would buy that from you. It's got to be stolen. You only want $7,500 for it? A supercharged engine with the transmission? Yeah, that's stolen. Come on now. That engine worth $30,000
on Facebook Marketplace.
Yes, it's on there now. If you look it up, it's there.
That might be a scam.
Police can't wait till they can pick that right up.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. While we were in Florida, because we and I know y'all probably hate us talking about EVs, and here we go again. We're gonna talk about it going. This is the first time I believe that I've saw 2 Tesla superchargers. They were literally a block away. One was the one we were going to charge at, and they were building another one a block away, and it was kind of crazy to see. So I started digging.
What
Tallahassee.
The metro area cities and the retirement places where the touristy areas, they're gonna build those up quicker because that's where everybody's retiring to. And most of the older people are getting these electric vehicles. So yeah, if you see them like that, that's why they're doing it.
I don't think that's what it was.
Okay.
I think what it was what I'm about to put on the screen. If I can get it pulled up here. In other major news, Ford has announced that they are abandoning the other non-Tesla charging port, and they are adapting the Tesla's port, which is called the NACS, the North American Charging Standard Port. Does that make any sense?
So now they have access to more charging stations.
Right.
Yes.
And the North American Standard Charging Port charges faster.
Oh, yes. Kind of like the high-speed charging with the iPhones. Gotcha.
Yes. So it makes sense to me.
Yeah.
It's about
to go. That's the adaptation I'm talking about, what Hyundai should be doing with their ignition systems.
Yep. So I think the infrastructure for Tesla is going to go through the roof. I just saw an example of it with my own eyes. Literally, it was a block away. And they're trying to put these little, and some of them are smaller. Like they may put a 5-6 port station here, 4-5 miles up, put another, 5. So the ones that you're accustomed to seeing got like 10, 12, 15 stalls. They're going to start dropping these little 5 porters, here and there to take some of the relief on it.
The other part was the second one was at a gas station. I've never seen that before.
Really?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
A charging station at a gas station.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right then.
Never saw that. But I must say, this was the longest trip we've taken in the Tesla, and it wasn't very uncomfortable in the sense that we got all the way to we didn't start the trip with a full charge to begin with either way. So had we started at 100%, we probably could have gotten all the way to McDonough on one charge. Does that make sense? From Tallahassee.
From Tallahassee to McDonough.
McDonough on one charge. But because we didn't start the trip on a full charge, we ended up charging twice. And it wasn't bad, honestly. It wasn't bad at all. We did it in 5 hours.
Right.
Now, going, we stopped a whole bunch of times because we had to use the bathroom. We stopped to eat. We saw Buc-ee's. I got excited. It was like Buc-ee's. Oh my God. Let's
Not the
go.
Buc-ee's excited.
For real. So on the way there, we probably stopped more than we needed to. Like we stopped more than we did to charge. We stopped.
Gotcha.
But on the way back, we literally stopped twice. And that was to charge prior to getting on the road, and then charging when we got to, what was that, Cordell, Georgia?
Yes.
And we got home literally with how much? 30%?
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all. You
Literally.
can't beat
I mean,
That's
it was,
ugly.
was that the Mackie?
That Mustang, that's ugly.
that. The Mach-E
I like the
at
Mackie.
a Tesla Charger.
That shit ugly.
It is not.
That's the ugliest car on the street right now.
No, it's not. Somebody in my
Mustang.
neighborhood has one. It looks great in person.
Ugly.
I kind of like it too, Skip. I ain't gonna lie.
The Tesla truck with its ugly self don't look bad as that fucking Mustang to me.
Oh my God. That Mach-E looks good in person.
Mustang is a sports car, not a major SUV. No, you could have called that shit the Pony, any damn thing.
Okay, so
you getting hung up on the name and not what it looks like.
I am. Yes.
So you would have wanted it to be a Ford something
Call
else.
it another horse. There's a lot. Call it the Clydesdale. Anything.
Not a Clydesdale.
I mean, Mustang is a horse.
The Ford Pony.
You know, made into an SUV.
What's a
Mustangs
small
are
horse?
two-door cars, two-door sports cars. That's what Mustang.
Donkey.
A donkey.
So
A pony.
Do we think that this is a money move as far as Tesla just allowing these people to do this and making money off the Chargers?
Yep.
I think it's smart. It makes it to where you can put more cars on the market because the charging stations are already available. You don't have to build a whole nother infrastructure and spend money that is already being spent. So let Tesla get that dollar per. I don't care about that because I'm saving money by flooding the market with my cars. So no, it's smart.
Convenient.
And then, by Tesla being the first one, they all up and down the highway. So what are you going to do? Put one right beside theirs? I mean, no, it don't make sense.
Yeah. And the other part of the trip, I mean, because we've gone short distances in the Tesla. We've never gone as far as Florida. We've done Alabama, North Carolina, South Carolina, little, small trips like that. But what I do like about the technology of the Tesla is that it doesn't even allow you to go past the charger. So like it programs your trip and then it tells you got to stop here to charge to make it to your destination. So there's no guessing. You don't have to guess like, am I going to make it? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Right. It won't even show you the rest of the route at all. The rest of the route would not be unveiled until you charge more.
Right.
Literally.
Because it don't want you to take a chance and try to stretch it and be stranded.
So how do you think be running out of charge, and then I seen like on TikTok and stuff, they run out of charge and they can't get out the car?
Because they're stupid.
Because they won't have the navigation on. They just riding around and just riding. Like when I rented the one I rented, I was paying attention to it because I wasn't as in tune to it like they are, and I was like, okay, it's say 30%, and I hit the button and it told me what all the charge was, and I went, and I still had plenty more driving to do, but I wasn't going to take no chances.
Right.
But I highly recommend that you put your navigation in, even if you know where you're going, in a Tesla or in an EV, because it maximizes, not only the route, because people like, why do you use the navigation in the Tesla? I went to see my cousin in Peachtree City, and she was like, take the back way. You don't have to get on the highway, blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, I'm going to use the route the Tesla tells me to take because it's going to economize my charge. A, and B, it's going to tell me, like if I need to charge, not that I needed to, it's going to show me that in my destination. And she just was like, that's crazy. You could have came. And I was like, but this showed me the least amount of miles. You know what I mean? So like, for example, if I were to go, we live in Conyers. If I went from here to Union City. I could go on the highway, which is 50 miles, or I could go the back way, and it's like maybe 36 miles. The highway is faster, but you drive faster.
Right.
But the back way is least miles because it's the back way. And so it's like the car takes you the way that uses the least amount of energy. And so I highly recommend that you use the navigation every time you go somewhere, even if you know how to get there, because the car is smart enough to tell you which way to go to save. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
So do y'all charge at home?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, the charging at home, I know it's not like the supercharger, but say you get home like 6 o'clock and you plug it in. What kind of percentage will you get from 6 in the evening if you don't go out again till say 8 the next morning? How does the charge? Is it?
What type of percentage would you get? Is that what you're saying?
Would you get like 10-15% on the charge, or
let's
more
just
charge?
It takes about 48 to 50 something hours just to get a full charge in general on just a regular level 1 charger.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Like you just plug it into the wall. You just plug it into the wall.
It'll take like 3 days, easy. I mean, but that's still like if you're a local driver and not a highway driver, that little bit of percentage that you get overnight is enough to get you to work. You know what I'm saying? If you work in the city you live in, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. If you're not joyriding, then that's perfect. You probably wouldn't even have to use a supercharger.
But if you got a level 2, then you can probably in 12 hours, 10 to 12 hours, you can get a damn near full charge on a level 2 charger.
Now, can level 2s be installed at a person's house?
Yes, that's the washer and dryer outlet. That's level 2. Okay. And then level 3 is the superchargers. That's it.
So yesterday I had about 32%, and I went to McDonough and back. And from Conyers, think about it. From Conyers to McDonough. Yeah.
That's all.
And when I got to McDonough, I had about 20. I was at about 26%, and I got back to Conyers. Well, I charged, but if I had came back, because it'll tell you what the round trip is. Had I come back, I would have still been at about 18%, which is still enough to get me to a charger. So even when you're even if you're at those low numbers, it's not as scary. I take more risk than he does. Let's put it that way. Like I'm always kind of like, that's enough. And he's like, no, I don't know. Maybe you should charge. Like we've had knockdown dragouts about for real. Because it says 16, and he's like, we need to charge. And I'm like, you good? Keep going. He's like, no. And I'm like, trust me, we good.
Right. And you also got to think about it. If you just leave it and you're not charging at all, you're losing up to 2% a day. Just it's sitting. Because it's always on.
Because it's not sleep. The car is not sleep. It's like
correct.
Okay.
It's like
the car is constantly thinking and shit like that. It's like a phone.
Yeah, it's like a phone. So it's on. Yeah.
Anywho, what y'all think about Diddy while we still got a little time?
Oh, wow.
Listen, Luke put a thing out. Luke Skywalker, 2 Live Crew. He said stuff started going bad for Diddy when the girl sued him and he hushed it and did the NDA and paid her. And it went worse when he called out the company that actually made him a billionaire, called them people racist. Luke's words were, if they made you a billionaire, how many billions do you think they have? Exactly. And you had the nerve to call them publicly a racist? Yeah, them people coming to get you. I don't know if he did it. I don't know if he didn't do it. But this is a byproduct of pissing in somebody else's cereal. That's the Illuminati.
Nighthawk?
He going down.
You think he going down?
Yeah, they just building up a case right now. But if they doing all this, they got some evidence somewhere.
Yeah, it's too many people telling the same story. Excuse me. There's too many people telling the same story. People are talking about they ran cocaine for him. If you're worth all this money, why are you even dabbling in drugs, period?
Everybody dabbles in drugs, period, at that level. Everybody.
Okay.
Everybody. Take everybody down. That's my story.
He taking everybody down. He said
No. There's people above him that need to be taken down. I just feel like I feel like when Berry Gordy had a child by Diana Ross, nobody said shit. When you think about all those Motown artists that were teenagers who were having relationships with grown-ass men, we ain't saying nothing.
It wasn't against their will.
We don't know.
They participated in that shit.
We don't know.
Two women participated with R. Kelly.
So you think Carisha didn't participate willingly?
No, she did participate.
What I'm saying, I'll be quiet.
Let's talk about it. Well, this is how we fight all day long. We go back and forth about stuff like this. She brought up Motown.
I'll choose a side.
Yeah, she brought up Motown because I was like, everybody went to Bad Boy and their careers died. She was like, what about Motown? They was fucking them hoes too. I was like, damn. What about Barry Gordy? I was like, ain't nobody talking about Barry Gordy.
What they was doing?
What about Barry Gordy? He was fucking them hoes. Ain't nobody saying nothing to him. I'm like, she's like, why they don't go get Barry Gordy? Nobody want to go get Barry Gordy over there.
He went and got Bill Cosby. So no. The right person just ain't cried yet. That's all.
Right.
What I'm saying is I have been very fortunate in my life to have been around a lot of entertainers, a lot of them, a lot of names that we know, a lot of names that everybody knows. And one thing I can say for sure is that there's always drugs and there's always women. And there's always a lot of women whose age may be a little questionable because some of these girls look older than me, like literally, but they might be very young. And I just think that there's a chain of people that are more powerful than Diddy who have done and who are doing the exact same thing. Why are they dragging him though? And maybe it is he pissed somebody off
because he's arrogant. He
is, but he's always been this way. Why now?
Because he got arrogant with the wrong.
What about the Lear Cohens and Jimmy Iovine's and all these other people? I just feel like there's other people who do the exact same thing and they don't get the treatment that he's getting.
Well, it's coming because Jay-Z's name has been looped in with him already.
Yep.
It's coming.
Yeah.
If Jay-Z falls, boy, the dominoes showed up, go fall. Jay-Z involved with the NFL. So, yeah, we're going to see who got what kind of power.
That's all I got to say.
I think Diddy in trouble. He's definitely in trouble.
And now they're saying that one of the same ladies that was named in the Diddy case says that 50 Cent raped her. Oops, can I not say that word? He
I don't know why.
allegedly SSA'd her. So I mean, it's too much.
Well, it's gonna come out in the wash because Diddy is gonna snitch.
He said he telling on everybody.
Who gonna snitch?
Diddy?
He should.
He
should snitch. He should snitch on all them people above him who started the shit. Excuse me, because he's only doing. It's like an initiation kind of thing. He's only doing what's been done to him.
Exactly.
What he learned from those people. And I'm with Lady Icon, the Nickelodeon producer. They didn't drag him that way.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
They didn't even drag Harvey Weinstein. We still don't know who's on that list of all those men that was going to those private islands. Why?
Jeffrey, what's his name?
Epstein.
The guy? Epstein.
Yeah. Nino Brown.
Weinstein got a crutch and started limping in the court. They all RR'd him. Bill Cosby got started limping in the court. They ain't gave him no bond. So hey.
But I think when that money train, dry up, I'm trying to upload that what you sent me, Mert. I can't seem to do it. The money, when you cut the money off, shit changed. Everybody that's been quiet, we're getting compensated, and that's the problem. You can't take the money. Certain people didn't take the money. It's a lot of examples of people that have been under that Bad Boy Diddy umbrella that took the money, and it's people that didn't take the money. And you can clearly see who's still relevant, who has fell off, and who's not. Like that white girl that was in Danny DeCane, what's her name? Aubrey O'Day. She didn't take the money. She didn't take the money.
I thought she took the money and she's still talking.
She didn't take the money.
Did not take the money. Okay.
Nope.
Well, Lil Rod took the money. This guy that's suing Diddy, that we've been seeing all these examples from the case, all the information from the case. He took the money, got paid for his project, and still told.
He took the money for the project.
But here's the thing. Why? Okay. And I'm speaking for myself here because I've been in a lot, like I said, I've been in a lot of circumstances where I've been places where I was offered things here. You know what I said? No, thank you. It's really that simple. Nobody coerced me, twisted my arm, or made me do anything. What am I missing? I ain't getting no text.
That's a lot of people on that graph, boy. It's blurry. I just read it. It's blurrier than the one you sent me, but that's a lot of people, boy. If Diddy gonna die,
I'm trying to find it.
If that's true, what you just sent us, Merk, and he start telling those them people on that board, he ain't gonna make it. He gonna be just like it, hanging in the cell. I promise you. Yeah, that ain't no.
Jimmy Iovine, Clive David, all the people I just said.
Yeah, but
did not just say that.
I bet you Diddy will be in a bunker somewhere until he can testify, because he gonna die. He ain't gonna tell all them people, man. That's why Epstein was in protective custody, and they found him hanging.
It's kind of blurry.
Yeah. God damn. Ooh. That's a lot of people, boy. That's a lot of big names on that board. Yeah.
Your boy on here, Eminem, mister.
I'm trying to pull it up. I can't get it. Oh, it's a fucked up file. That's why. Okay.
I'm going to read that off my phone. I don't want no people coming at my broke ass.
You ain't lying.
Ooh,
I can't even do it. Anyway. Interesting stuff. I think he's in trouble, though. The government don't play like that. The government don't infiltrate two properties on two different sides of the country in two different time zones simultaneously.
Unless they do something there and they're trying to get it.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I'm positive they haven't said what they got out of either residence, and that's leading people to believe that they didn't find anything. I think they got shit.
Well, they had to have something to even go get the warrants to go at him like that.
Right.
Because if they didn't, with the kind of power and influence and money he got with his umbrella, hey man, y'all burn that shit up, clean it out, don't worry about it. I got the money to replace it. So no, they didn't go at him simultaneously, not knowing that they were going to get something.
And everybody was like, "Oh, well, why they do them boards like that?" That's what you do. They could damage the evidence that they're looking for. They could destroy it. They can hide it. If it was drugs in there, they can flush drugs. All that stuff.
Politely walked them out. They did not have to handcuff Christian and Justin and put their hands behind their head and walk them out backwards. That was dramatic.
That's exactly what they do.
That was dramatic and unnecessary.
For effect. That's what they do.
That's what they do.
The dude that killed the 9 people in church, they put him in the back seat, handcuffed him in the front, and stopped them at Burger King. Yeah, he walked to a church, prayed with them people, and killed 9 people. And they take you to Burger King before they take you to jail. Yeah, that was called it was black. That was all skin color right there. We're gonna make an example out of you. We're gonna hurt your feelings. We're gonna put you on the spot. That's what it is.
Right.
And I hate to say it like this, but I saw a dumbass post on Facebook. Everybody saying we promoting, we are hooping and hollering because the black man did this shit to his motherfucking self. Fuck
he
Diddy.
did.
So all that we hooping and hollering because they getting Diddy, we should be supporting him. I'm not. Listen, fuck that. If them people coming at him like that with your arrogant ass, you getting exactly what you deserve. That's just it. So all that he a black man, that's the same nigga that wouldn't have gave you $1 if he'd have walked by you on the street. So
yeah, I think you're right, Skip. Though when you talk about what Luke said, I think that's exactly what it is. He's been dodging catastrophic bullets for years. This nigga had Tupac killed. It ain't see no smoke behind that shit.
I'm closing my
You ain't get nothing.
you not know.
They ain't even question this nigga about that shit.
You don't know that they didn't question him.
We not.
You don't know that.
What kind of
This
cars?
nigga was in the club with Shine and J-Lo, shot a bitch in the nose.
This is a car show.
He didn't shoot nobody. That boy shot them people, man.
This is a
Ask the lady that got shot in the fucking nose. Who shot her in the fucking nose?
car show. This is
Shot that bitch. Shot the bitch nose off. Damn near. She had to get surgery and everything.
All right,
they said she
we're
was
way
lying.
too far away from our core here.
They said she was lying.
Yeah, she was lying.
They said she was lying.
Oh, the bitch that got shot in the nose?
Yes. All the other witnesses said she was lying. She was trying to get some money.
It's evidence. It's proof.
There he goes.
There ain't no proof because he didn't get arrested. Stop that.
He did get arrested.
For shit. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
He got arrested, but the point is that all the other witnesses said that was not what happened. She was lying.
Diddy going down. He is going down.
You sound very happy about that. I don't like this. I don't like
it. It's either that or he gonna escape to whatever island that everybody go to because you know Tupac, Tupac, all them niggas on the same. They're all in the same place.
Man,
chilling.
They'll go get him wherever. If he leave this country, he can't leave the country now. No way.
He tried.
He's free to travel. They said he was free to go.
They turned his damn jet around in Miami.
But they said after that he was free to go.
Oh, well,
but they also said in a sentence after that they will go and get him wherever he's at, if necessary.
Yeah, they ain't got
nothing. Not if he goes to the right country.
Oh shit! What you talking about, man? Come on.
Yeah.
I just feel like if they had something, if they had something concrete, they would have got him. They would have arrested him.
Look at Russell Simmons. Look at all the shit Russell Simmons did. That nigga then went over there. He ain't came back since. They can't go get Russell Simmons.
Yes, they can. He's only in Bali.
No, the fuck they can.
We know where he's at.
Okay.
They haven't charged him with anything. He's been sued. He's had civil lawsuits. He has not been charged with a crime.
Because he's still paying the money. When you stop paying the money, it's going down. I'm trying to tell you.
What about whose music? Diddy's music?
What about whose music? Diddy? Nobody listens to Diddy anyway.
That's not true. So I had All About the Benjamins as my ringtone for like 30 years, right?
Look that shit smooth off.
I did. Like, and then one day it rang, and everybody was like, you gotta change that. What? Recently, like literally, my ringtone has been All About the Benjamins since you could buy a ringtone. This has been my ringtone. And
for the record, I still play R. Kelly music.
Me too.
I don't care but you cannot compare P. Diddy.
That shit. Damn what he did or what they say he did.
That's like not playing Michael Jackson music, honestly. But you can't compare fucking Puff Daddy with none of them niggas.
But see the thing now, what you're saying is Puff Daddy, the music he produced, it doesn't have his name on it. But
they
now
said that about R. Kelly.
Songs like
they said that about R. Kelly. They still not playing none of his songs, none of the ones he produced as well. Period.
Well, he don't produce so much we don't know because I saw one of the singers was talking on one of those podcasts about all the songs that R. Kelly either wrote. The Maxwell song, he wrote that. People don't know that they influenced him to give Maxwell that song. That really, it was a bunch of music. So I don't know. But hey,
I'm still playing it.
Me too.
I'm still playing it too.
I can separate the artist from whatever they allegedly said they did. I just want to know that people still listen to Elvis Presley.
What you talking about? Because Priscilla was a teenager when he married her.
People are still listening to what's the other guy? Jerry Lee Lewis.
Yeah. Woody Allen still making movies, still producing shit. You adopted a child when she turned 13. You married her,
right?
In the United States.
Well, she was
never got charged or arrested.
She was older. She was older than that when they got married. She was a teenager.
I don't think she was 18.
I think she was 18.
Anyway, this year is definitely.
What about Mary? They said what?
She a madam. She in that junk too. They said it.
I
pimping them hoes.
Not pimping them hoes.
What?
I'm not mad at Mary for that.
Not pimping. That's crazy. But Cat Williams said this is the year of the truth. Everybody getting exposed, and it is happening. It's an election year. A lot of shit finna go on with that. A lot of shit going on with Diddy.
Mister.
The truth is coming out.
Excuse me, mister. We gonna expose your hairline. Right.
Don't worry about that. Everybody. Kendrick Lamar gonna expose the truth. He rapping and stuff. All that.
Look, take your hat off.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
Wow. When she was with Jodeci, what? She was Mary. She's already admitted that she had a drug and alcohol problem.
Yeah, that dude used to whoop her ass too.
He did.
He used to put something on her.
When I heard about the Mary part, I don't understand that.
I would like them to leave her alone. She doesn't deserve to be dragged like that.
Since we're in the music, y'all know I didn't know that Guy and New Edition had a beef back in the day, and it got so bad that the managers and the crew got to shooting at each other, and they killed one of the crew members of Guy, and that's why Teddy Riley left the group.
Really?
Teddy Riley said this stuff. I saw the interview.
Teddy Riley had no idea. That's why he left Guy.
That's why he left Guy and created the other little group. What was
Blackstreet.
Blackstreet.
So hold on, wait.
New Edition and Guy were on tour together.
I'm talking about this comment about Mary being pregnant by Diddy. So that's Berry Gordy and Diana Ross all over again. See?
I can believe that.
She had an abortion.
She had to do
Mary and Diddy were super tight. Mary and Diddy were tight.
What she had to do?
She had an abortion.
I'm not. I'm about to close it.
That's ladies and gentlemen, this is Michael with the T right here. Michael with the T.
Oh my God. What are we talking about here?
For real, man. We done got all of our core. We're talking about
gossip.
To get us back on topic. Now, what y'all think about the people that were shooting on 285?
What happened?
Yeah, two cars were shooting at each other, racing down 285, shooting at each other.
We must have been out of town when this happened.
Sometime this week.
Yeah, we were out of town.
I think it was Tuesday.
Yeah, it was road rage.
What?
Yeah, they were shooting at each other. They say people were running all up in the media and everything to get away from it.
One car shot out the car 10 times.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I just move out of people's way.
I curse with my windows up. They can't hear me no way.
I do curse. But
I'm gonna cuss you the fuck out and keep on driving.
I don't do that no more. I don't even blow at nobody.
Hanging out the car. So
you do?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I ignore their ass, act like I don't even see them.
What you doing?
No, you don't. No, you don't. Y'all like this.
You niggas crazy.
Oh, don't do that. We got to get shot.
Yeah.
Head forward. That's it. Straight ahead. Anyway, good shit. Good conversation. We're gonna keep our beater on this Diddy thing.
No, we not. We're gonna
if
talk
anything
about
transpire.
We'll be talking about cars next week. We ain't had shit to talk about today. Obviously, we didn't have shit to talk about.
That shit is so disrespectful.
Behind the tent, she shooting a bird. Why would you shoot a bird they can't see?
Drea, I'm with you on that. She's safe. She's playing it safe. I get it.
I'm gonna put this on the wall right back here.
But before we get out of here,
he's about your complexion.
Don't forget April 6th, y'all. Car show fundraiser. $25 in advance, $30 at the gate. Cash App, $ Young Chefs Inc. Standing for Young Chefs Incorporated. All donations are appreciated. This is going down April 6th at 2 p.m. We got raffles. We got 40 different trophies. It's open to cars, trucks, and bikes. We got music, entertainment. We got vendors. So this is a nonprofit car show to send these babies to Belgium, going down in Douglasville, 4996 Highway 92 in Douglasville. Be there or be square. Car show season is here, y'all. Ain't y'all excited? Y'all not excited?
Yes.
Don't forget, we hitting that road, y'all. Get your tickets now. Y'all want to talk about this?
That's right. Yeah. I'm gonna touch on that.
Shout
we have a bus?
Yeah.
Don't we have a bus almost full?
We do.
Shout out to Heavy Hitters have a bus.
We got two. We got two.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, y'all come on, man. Y'all come on and support the home team. Y'all get in contact with Nighthawk with the T and Miss Tia, myself. I'll get you to the person you need to talk to. We're gonna go down there and do what Georgia do and have a ball, have fun, and come on back home safe. That's why we're taking this bus. So y'all come on, clock in.
This is what y'all been asking for years. Y'all always want to do stuff like they used to do it back in the day, where Atlanta went to a different state and took over. This is your opportunity to do that and rep for the whole state, for the whole city. Put on that whole jazz, and it won't break the bank. And you're gonna have a great time. You get to kick it with Theme Cars R Us and also attend a great car show. So Themes on the Beach is going down June 8th in Pensacola, Florida. Get on the bus with us.
Yes, sir.
We'll
have a ball.
Talking about this last week. Rep Your City. Gates open at 2 p.m. Judging starts at 6 p.m. Wait, what? That must mean stops at 6 p.m. Right?
Yeah, that's a little late.
That's a little typo. So Dope Girl Nay is doing this third annual Rep Your City. If y'all want to make this trip, this is in Walterboro, South Kakalaki, Carolina. Zip code 29488. This is an R&B venue. Good show. This is our third annual. So if you want to make that road trip to support Dope Girl Nay, and if you missed her feature on our show last week, go back and check it out. A lot of good content there with Dope Girl Nay. Shout out to her. And
there's a bunch of shows coming up. There's a bunch of shows coming up that we don't have flyers for. So tap in next week so that you can get caught up on all the other ones.
Yes. I have I'll have the flyer next week. So I have the flyer, but I just didn't send it in. I've been running. But
you talking about that one show? Okay.
No, not the one we're doing this weekend. The one for the Eastern Stars, the fundraiser.
Oh, I got that.
Oh, okay.
I need
Thursday. I did give it to you. Okay.
Yeah, I made
but
that.
We'll talk about it. I mean, I've already reached out myself to people. I want to make this fundraiser thing. We're gonna raise the funds. So, yeah. But as always, appreciate the viewers, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in to hear us yammer on about these cars and our opinions and our outlook on everything. That's all I got. Go ahead, Mark.
What's going on this weekend? Anything going on this actual weekend?
It's Easter.
Powerful.
Oh, Easter. Right. Happy Jesus Day. Jesus come alive day. What is it?
No, don't worry about it. Just
Mark.
No.
You sound like an atheist.
No.
Happy Easter. The egg day, the Easter bunny, and get the kids some.
That's what you got about it. The Easter bunny.
I saw an Easter basket. It was a Barbie Easter basket. It had to be. Oh my God! It had to be.
Looking up, it was like 6-7 feet tall.
It was tall.
No, it was taller than that. It had to be like 10-12 feet high, and as long as a big screen TV.
A basket?
I don't know what I was looking at, but it had everything in that basket.
You should have took a picture.
I might have saved it on TikTok, but when this stuff at this point, it ain't even for the babies. It's really for y'all. Just do the shit for yourself and get in the picture yourself. Don't even put the kid in the picture. It's not for the kid. It's for y'all. It's getting ridiculous.
You really sound like somebody's old uncle.
It's getting ridiculous. Like straight up.
I see you. We'll talk about it, brother. Just get at me.
Anyway, celebrate Easter. Everybody take it off. I think most people are closed that day. So if you normally work Sundays, you probably don't have to work Sunday. Y'all be safe out there. You know the police be out there in these streets and these ATL streets on for these holidays. Don't fall for the
Tomorrow's
okie
Good Friday. Tomorrow's Good Friday. Who frying fish? I know it's a fish fry somewhere.
You got to believe it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I went to Catholic school, so you know.
Okay, I'm like, what the hell? Good Friday got.
I didn't know it again either. I didn't get it.
You didn't know? You eat fish on Good Friday? Okay.
What if I be for good luck?
I don't know why.
Google
it. Why we eat fish on Good Friday?
Well, while she's Googling that, we getting the hell up out of this. You Google on your own time, woman. Nah, how about it?